ACSA News is on your screen. My name is Michael Kelly. Thanks for having us. Coming up, we're talking hoops. Find out how one principal organized a basketball game in the age of social distancing. Plus, step aside Chrissy Teigen and LL Cool J. There's a new lip sync battle in Greenfield Union. But we begin with a special send-off to the class of 2020. Like the final chapter ripped from a book, there is something incomplete about the way this school year played out, especially for high school seniors. Proms, senior trips, graduations, all impacted in one way or another. But band members at Rancho Verde High wanted to make sure one thing stayed the same. At the end of every graduation, the band plays the song All I Do Is Win. But with a modified graduation ceremony, band members recorded their parts at home and created this video. Band director Hungluk Hatuk said the song was the perfect gift for his seniors.
I just wanted to remind the students that we do care about them, and we don't do it for the clout. We do it for the true meaning of love to our students, and saying, hey, as you guys move forward, that there's always a home for you here at this high school, and your time here was very valuable to us. So it means a lot. It's a gift for our seniors.
In their final Zoom meeting, Hatuk told his seniors that graduation is not about the day, but about the 4 years spent together. Well said. Of course, graduation is not just limited to seniors. Elementary and middle schools also doing their part to send their students off in style. Micah Farrell and his staff at Palos Verdes Intermediate spent the day dropping off signs to 280 eighth graders. Quite a bit of planning to pull this off, but Farrell said it was all worth it to make his students smile.
I think they felt really special, and I think that was the goal. This opportunity to get out and see them, with the socially distant guidelines in place was fantastic. They were talking to their friends about it, and parents were talking to one another about it. It just really made them feel special.
This act of kindness not the only good thing happening at Palos Verdes Intermediate. Farrell also wrapped up the school year by organizing a game of virtual horse with his students. He intended to only do a game of 3 or 4 kids, but then more started signing up, which led to multiple games. How cool is that? Districts around the state are not only trying to teach their students, they're also trying to feed them. With millions filing for unemployment, many families don't know where their next meal is coming from. Alisal Union School District is trying to alleviate that problem with the help of its Family Resource Center. The center supports everything that takes place in the lives of students outside of the 4 classroom walls. From community partnerships to provide mobile health clinics for families, to attorneys for immigration issues, the Resource Center does it all. But in a district where nearly 100% of students qualify for free or reduced lunch, food is key.
For us to know that we are that next meal and we're that place of comfort and safety and stability means a lot to us, and we take that role pretty seriously. So it's nice to have some of that alleviated, and just the generosity of people has been something that's pretty profound right now. And I think our families see it and recognize it, and that really eliminates a piece of the stress and the struggle that a lot of people would otherwise really take to heart and have that impact their family dynamic and mental health and everything that comes with it.
There is no question all of us are missing human connection, be it a hug or a handshake. Things we once took for granted are, at least for the moment, not a part of everyday life. Which is why Xandra Jo Galvan did this. Galvan, the superintendent in Greenfield Union School District, launched May Wellness Month. Each department took turns hosting a staff activity. From Zumba to strength training to cooking classes, they did it all. But perhaps nothing more entertaining than a good old-fashioned lip sync battle.
It was just really a fun way to bring some smiles to our staff and let them know that we care about them. We want them to, be well. For me, I'm a hugger. Human connection is huge for me. And so not being able to see people and to really attend to our social emotional kind of interactions is a tough one. And so this was an opportunity to bring that back.
She is the incoming superintendent of Long Beach Unified, Jill Baker, our guest today. First off, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You've been with the district for 28 years. Jill, you know it as well as anybody. To be the new leader of the 4th largest district in the state, what does it mean to you?
Wow. I mean, it is really a special time, despite the circumstances that we face right now. It is really a special time for me. And I will add, when I started off in this district 28 years ago, my first goal was to be a great teacher. And every job I've done since then, my goal was to be good and to serve our students and to serve our community. It wasn't my aspiration early on to be a superintendent, but I've been nudged and mentored and trained and supported by many people that have done the job before me. And also many people that could have done the job before me in our district, but the timing wasn't right for them. So it's a really special opportunity. And to be the first woman to do the job means a lot.
I was going to say, on that note, you are the first female superintendent in the 135-year history of the district. When we talk about the fact that more than 75% of K-12 educators are women, but only 24% of superintendents are women, does that make this all the more special for you?
It does. And I don't want to just lose the opportunity to just say that that's an added feature to it. And it's been neat to interact with some of our young girls in the school district who have written me emails, and that I've actually participated in some interviews with, just on what it means to see a woman in a leadership position, and not just for our girls, also for our boys. I'm a mom of a boy, and it makes me proud to have a conversation with him about being the first woman to do a particular job, because we know that it's something women can do, but we haven't seen that in Long Beach Unified yet.
You take over for Chris Steinhauser, who served 18 years as superintendent. Jill, I don't have to tell you how rare that is for someone to stick around that long. What type of legacy does Chris leave?
Yeah, a huge legacy. When I think about 28 years in the Long Beach Unified School District and 2 superintendents, both leaving tremendous legacies. Carl Cohn for 10 years, and then followed by his former deputy, Chris Steinhauser, for 18 years. We know that stability makes a huge difference in the success of a school district. And I think it's the importance of our board choosing a person who was qualified and trained to do it, and also an insider. Chris is really an icon in the educational world. I think what's great is I've had a lot of mentorship and training from him, but we're very different in our leadership style. And so, the district's going to be a different place under my leadership, and that's, in a good way. I offer something different than Chris, but I've had great mentorship in his leadership.
I was going to ask, Jill, what type of leader is Long Beach Unified getting in you?
Well, so I have a history in the district of being a collaborator, of being a good listener. I also love our teachers and our principals. And so the history of my time in the district as a teacher, as a principal, and then the opportunity for the last 15 years to be out in schools all the time. Also, I have a great connection to kids, and I have done so much learning through shadowing students over the last couple of years, asking questions. And so my leadership's going to involve a lot of that. It's going to involve a lot of interacting with students, nurturing teachers, and continuing to support principals, and really just being as collaborative as I can.
Look, no question, it's an interesting time to step into this role as districts around the country are trying to adjust to what is really just a new normal. What gives you hope about what's on the horizon?
Hope's a really important concept during this time. And I've been, one of the ways that I've connected with our community over the last few months is, first, we launched daily messages to stay in contact with our community, and we've narrowed it down. In fact, today, I filmed the weekly message, the check-in with our community. And hope is a really big part of that. This time has been cause for so much good thinking and problem solving, and really getting out of some of the boxes that were part of our prior style of making decisions and collaborating. So what I'm seeing is a lot of new thinking, a lot of cross-departmental work in ways that we have not experienced it yet. Those are things that will continue into the future. There's not a going back for us. What I look forward to is, once we get safely back into school, is that the things that we've learned around technology, the way to be that is more supportive of one another across departments, will really be new ways of being for us as an organization.
Well, again, congratulations. Thrilled for you, thrilled for the district. I look forward to our paths crossing again down the road. Thanks for the time, Jill.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
And that is our show. Thanks so very much for being with us. As schools get set for summer break, we're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with new episodes in the fall, but in the meantime, keep sending those positive stories our way because we want to hear them. Good news at ACSA.org. For everyone here, I'm Michael Kelly. We'll see you down the road.